It is my hope and my conviction that in the not-too-distant future, it will be possible for the historic friendship between us once again to find reflection in normal relations of every sort.
We broke diplomatic relations with Cuba January the 3rd of 1961, hauled the flag down, and sailed out of the harbor that night. As we boarded the bus to get on the boat to leave, the Cubans, as though to add insult to injury, had sent a company of women militia down to the embassy to protect us from the enraged crowd. Well, the crowd was not there angry at us. They were there trying to get visas before we left so they could get out. As it has turned out, Cuba has been my life. In 1979, I went back as the chief of the interest section, which is the equivalent of ambassador, since we didn't have an embassy. Yes, Castro was a very difficult guy, absolutely. But I had thought there might be dialogue under Carter. Carter had indicated he wanted dialogue. Reagan made it clear he did not want any dealings with Cuba. I left the Foreign Service in 1982 because of my intense disagreement with what had become the administration's Cuba policy. And I fought for a more normal, more sensible relationship until last year, when finally we had an opening. We're still working at the opening, but I think it is going to prosper. I was there when we broke, so now I'd like to be there when we again pull up the American flag and the Stars and Stripes fly over the old embassy. That will be a wonderful day for all of us, but especially for me, since I was there when we pulled the flag down.
It is my hope and my conviction that in the not-too-distant future, it will be possible for the historic friendship between us once again to find reflection in normal relations of every sort.
We broke diplomatic relations with Cuba January the 3rd of 1961, hauled the